Come with me. Come with me to discover the secrets of how thoughts become things, and we will manifest like never before. Come with me, and we'll discover a secret so powerful that will take you far beyond your dreams. Come with me on an unforgettable journey. Come with me. It's already yours. Get ready for this adventure, and I'm thankful for today that you found us, so get ready. The time is now. I'm Zelda Kelly. Welcome to Secrets Laws of Attraction. Hello everyone, I'm your friend Zelda Kelly, and you were brought here for a reason today. And what is that reason? Well, you're searching for answers in the field of manifestation and of the laws of attraction. So stay tuned. We're going to have some great information for you. Hello everyone, welcome to Secrets Laws of Attraction. My name is Zelda Kelly, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important elements of the laws of attraction. That is manifestation. Well, what is manifestation? Manifestation is a knowing. To manifest means that you are gathering to you what is already here. But before we get into that, let's break this down and take it step by step. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is this on-point little system that you've already been born with. That's right. You've been born with a navigating system, and it's unbelievable how it works, but it's a divine intervention. So, what is it? It's called the Reticular Activating System, or the RAS. The Reticular Activating System is a nuclei of nerves. It's a little bundle of nerves that is right here at the base of the spine, right under the skull. And that's your filter system. So as an example, it filters in the words or situations that you are attracting or that you want to know more about. As an example, have you ever thought about there's been days that you've heard a new word and then all of a sudden it just seems like that word has been everywhere. You hear it all the time. That's your RAS. Have you ever thought about being in a crowd and all of a sudden you tune out all this noise and yet you hear your name and you perk up? You think, oh wow, you look around? And incidentally, that we used to play when we were kids. We would be in a crowd and a lot of us would holler, "Hey mom!" A lot of us would laugh when all the mothers in the crowd would turn up and look. But that's what the RAS is. That is your filter system. Now, it's your job to make sure that good information comes through your nerve central, your filter system. That's right. It's your job. Because this is Project You. No one can do this for you. It's up to you. Now, while you can be attracting negative or bad information, you can also be attracting good information. Have you ever thought about that? Well, that's very true. How many times have you just thought, I just knew that was going to happen, or I just knew that I couldn't do this, or that this person would say that, or I just knew this, or I just knew I was going to get another bill in the mail when I'm short on money, and I just knew. Well, my friends, your thoughts are not the facts. But what's happening is you're programming yourself. Remember this little RAS back here? You're programming yourself to recognize the negative, and that attracts it to you. So how about you say, gee whiz, I feel so great today. This is going to be a great day. And somebody's going to buy me a cup of coffee today. You ever think about that? Or I know I'm on my way to receiving some wonderful news today, and I'm excited for what it is. So when you start doing that, and you start pumping this positive information into your RAS, it's going to automatically fill out that negative. It's just going to throw it out. Just going to just like poof. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to have a bad day because, well, we're human. We are spiritual beings living in this meat suit, right? So, but the most important thing is, good in, good out. Bad in, bad out. Here's a few examples. I have a friend who contacted me years ago and told me, I just know I'm going to go to jail. Zelda, I'm going to jail. Well, there was no reason for her to go to jail. Absolutely none. But she was convinced. She had a dream. And she thought her thoughts were the facts. You got to be careful. Your thoughts are not the facts. But she thought it was prophecy because she had a dream that she was going to go to jail. So every day, I know I'm going to go to jail. I know I'm going to jail. I wrote it on social media. I know I'm going to go to jail. I know. I know it. I know it. Just as sure as anything, I'm so positive I'm going to jail. One day, she called me. I hadn't heard from her in a long time. One day she called me. And I said, where have you been? And she said, well, guess what? I went to jail. And she told me what happened. And it was something just little and stupid and should never have attracted that. But she attracted it. And she got what she wished for. Well, you can say to me, but Zelda, she didn't wish that. She didn't want it. Well, this little RAS, or the reticular activating system, does not have the ability to decipher whether it's good for you or bad for you. That's up to you, my friend. That's called common sense. And that's what you have to have in this whole thing. Now, when you pray about this, and I hope that you do, when you send up your energy in your thought process and your petitions to Father, Creator, the Source, well, you should be asking for the will of God, the will of the universe. Because, quite frankly, that is the sign of a mature manifester. If I can talk right. That is the sign of a mature manifester. Meaning, if it's not good for you and you're asking for something that the timing is completely off or wrong, that it should not come in until the circumstances are correct. You see, that's why so many times people have contacted me and said, I have tried this and I have tried this, but it just doesn't work. Well, how long have you tried this for? Oh gosh, gee, let me think. At least 2 weeks? Well, let's be realistic. A lot of things are worth the wait. And especially, we need to be able to prove ourselves. Why? Because with great wealth, great relationships, great situations comes great responsibility. And you've got to be up to the challenge. You've got to be up to the task. Now, there's many other things that are very important with this, and I hope that you take heed. But the next time you say, I just know this bad thing is happening, or I just know this isn't happening, or I just know I'm going to get another bill, or he's going to break up from me. I know he's just going to break up with me, or she's going to divorce me. You better watch what you wish for, because you just might get it. So the next time you hear that you are manifesting, know that it is your little buddy back here, your reticular activating system, or your RAS. So now your assignment is to start feeding positive into that. Things were not good in the past, but there are open doors for me. Relationships didn't work out. Money was scarce. But now it's getting very good. You see, when you put a smile on your face and you start doing the positive thinking, and people will think you're crazy. And that's going to be another episode. So I want you to tune in. Stay tuned. But when you start doing that, all of a sudden one day, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see a change. And if you want your circumstances to change, the change starts with you. That's right. Your reticular activating system will help you lead the way to make that change. Now, here's something that people don't really understand. If you're in a situation or there are circumstances that need to change, instead of wishing for a person or a circumstance or a situation to change, you start working on yourself. What is it that I need to do in order to make this change? What is it that I need to do to make this situation better? What is it that I need to do to get out of this circumstance? How do I make my partner feel more secure and loving so this changes the dynamic of our relationship? You see, when you change, your situations, relationships, and your circumstances have no choice whatsoever but to change along with you. Now, the most important thing is it may not change for the good, and you've got to make sure that you are mature and responsible enough to accept that. You see, because sometimes people aren't so good for us, but I love them anyway. Well, you can love them anyway. But if they don't bring something to the table that is positive for you, if you are involved with a person or situation that may even be harmful for you, then you need to sit and change. Think about this. And the first thing that you can do for change is to start thinking. And that would be in a positive way and actually activate your RAS back here. So what do? Well, now is the time for change to be at hand. I need to do what I can to make sure the circumstances changes for the better of all good. Now, my friends, people may leave you. Circumstances may fall away. Opportunity may fall away. But don't be disheartened. Don't worry, because when that happens, you're actually making room for the better to come to you. You see, a part of manifestation isn't all just the fluff of getting what you want. It's getting what you deserve. And actually, if you deserve a little spanking from the universe, you're going to get that too. So be careful. So now it is up to you. What do? Well, one of the first things that I say is take your phone, record yourself. I am of value. I bring value to the situation. I am a good person. I deserve the best. I'm opening up the catalog of the universe, and I'm going to start picking out the good things for me that is good for me and my family or my loved ones or the situation or the circumstances. You get it, right? The other thing you can do is start writing it down, and we're going to cover all of these things in this series. But first of all, I want you to understand that the reticular activating system is what that does it all. So you have to be very careful, please. Now, with the laws of attraction and the laws of manifestation, I want to say that it should only be used for the good. Because if you try to use it to harm someone, it circles right back around and comes right back to you. Okay? So now you have to be careful. How many times have I received a call that said, Zelda, I just can't wait for him to fail. Or I want her to stumble so hard it's pathetic. Or I want this to happen. What date will this person get their karma because they hurt me so bad? Well, let me tell you something, my friends. First of all, I love you. And that is a very human emotion. But you're rising above this human body that we're in. And now you're working on the spiritual. And the best thing that you can do for any type of revenge that you want, ready? Ready? Come closer. I want you to make sure that you're really ready. I want you to know that doing well is the best thing that you can do. Because when people leave you, circumstances leave you, situations leave you, the first thing that anyone thinks of is, I bet she's going to fail. I bet he's going to fail. Without me, he can't make it without me. Well, I got news for you, my darlings. Yes, they can. But so can you. And that's why it is so very important to get your mind in the right place, your reticular activating system in gear, and now you're getting ready. So now that you know that, start consciously feeding your reticular activating system with new ideas, new phrases. Now is the time when you want something that you can just say, okay, now I'm directed. I'm doing this. The first and foremost thing that I want you to do is take a piece of paper. I want you to write down what it is that you would love to do. I don't think that's such a bad thing. What is it? What deep down inside would you like to do? Regardless, forget about how much money it will take or the circumstances or where you need to live or whatever the case may be. What is it that you would like to do? Write it down as though you are in a position where you can just do it in a heartbeat, just in a little snap. Now, what's happened is that you fed your reticular activating system, and it starts from this moment. You see, when that comes into your reticular activating system or your RAS, that filters into your subconscious. And it's your subconscious mind that leads you. So that's what you want to do. Now, once again, I have to go over this for you. And I want to say, how many times have you been in a situation where you have thought something into an existence? I just knew I was going to get sick. I was doing this and I just knew I was going to smack my thumb with that hammer. I just knew it. Take that off of you. Take that off of you. Now look, accidents and things happen, right? But you have to stay focused. Focus in to what it is that you're doing, what it is that you want. Forget everything. Push everything else to the side and activate your RAS. Remember, your thoughts are not the facts, and your reticular activating system programs your subconscious. But the most important thing is, watch what you wish for, because you just may get it. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Stop back into our series for For the next time, we'll have some more important information for you. But once again, my name is Zelda Kelly. I am with www.psychicsecrets.com. I am extension 11, and we'd surely like it if you would drop by and say hello. If you have anything you'd like to know, please leave it below in the comments or contact our customer service. We'd really love to hear from you. So, until the next time, this is Zelda wishing you all the wellness, be brave, and be bold, and be blessed. Happy manifesting. Bye for now.